What's up, guys? I have been promising for a little while that I would do a video showing my light setup, talking about the lights that I use and how I set them up to get ideal headshots and things like that. So today, that's what I'm doing. All right, here's my headshot room, and these are my lights. So I've got two of these Godox lights. I think there's an updated model number. It's their Godox FL150R is what they're being sold as now on B&H. But these are 1x4 lights. So you can see they're quite long. And I've got two of them on the top there, and they just, they come with this mounting hardware, this little elbow, and it's just mounted right on top of a light stand. And then with the, as you can see, it's the Peter Hurley triangle. With the top light here, I've got a boom arm, a Westcott mini boom arm, and then I think that's 5 or 10 pounds of weight in the weight bag there just to balance it out. And then that's just on a light stand as well. And then back when I got these, Godox didn't have the right size that I was looking for the bottom of the triangle. So this is just a Neewer flexible light, flexible LED light. It's about 1x2, but Godox has one now that matches this. So I might actually upgrade and get the bottom light that matches, is the same brand. The light on them matches pretty closely, but if you're just getting into the system, you should get all three the same brand just to absolutely make sure of that. But anyways, these things also have, they come with these dimmers. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn them on. One there, and then here. Now you can see I shoot with these at 45% power, so there's plenty of power to spare. They are adjustable all the way down to 10%, and then obviously all the way up to 100%. They get pretty bright, so I don't feel like I need to totally blind my clients there. So I keep it about 45, and then they have adjustable white balance as well, which is pretty cool. So I just have it right up at 5600K for white balance. And then everything just, this one unfortunately is not bicolor. You can't adjust the white balance. So that would be another benefit of having the actual Godox version of that. And then everything just plugs into a power strip there down at the bottom. You can actually get batteries, fairly expensive batteries, but you can get batteries to hook up to these. So if you absolutely had to do like an outdoor shoot or something, you could use these outdoors if you needed to. I haven't done that yet. Don't really want to do that, but it's an option if needed. All right, let me talk about the way I've got these set up, because this is really important. And this is kind of how you've got to set up the lights in order to achieve the Peter Hurley triangle. All right, so here it is with the lights turned on. What I've found is that the light output is not completely consistent on these big lights from end to end. They are a little bit brighter in the middle, and because of that, I want the brighter ends of the lights kind of forming the triangle. So really the only way to do that and to get it set up the way I want is to have the lights overlap. Like I've got them just like that. So as you can see, it sticks out the end there, and they're touching. Pretty much the triangle is touching on two sides, right there and right there. It doesn't obviously quite get far enough over there, but it makes the triangle. So I've got the tape, it's right there, nice and close. And when I'm standing here, again, this is pretty basic if you're in headshot crew and you're learning from the best, Peter Hurley, which I recommend everybody does. With the triangle, this light right here maybe do this. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, so this light right here, I'm standing pretty close. I've got the lights feathered so that they're not pointed directly at me. So this light right here comes past my left shoulder. This light right here, the middle of it is pointing not at my face, it's pointing down at my chest. And this light right here is not pointed right at my face either. It's pointed up past my head and then above. So it's creating a convergence point like right here-ish, somewhere around there. And so you're not, if you get too close and then you get ahead of the convergence point, it's gonna throw off the lighting and their person's eyes are gonna get dark in relation to their skin. So you wanna have somebody behind the convergence point of the lights. You also want the triangle to be pretty close and tight, and the image straight out of camera, you're going to see lights in the frame if you're doing it right. So those obviously have to get photoshopped out later, but that's one of the things that gets the great highlights that we see in the Peter Hurley style of lighting onto people's faces without having to do any, crazy adding highlights in post or anything, which just doesn't look as natural as it does using this method. So you want to have a tight triangle, get this top light down nice and low, get people's shoulder as close to, this edge of the light as possible, and then get this bottom light, lifted up high enough so it's just out of frame as well. And if you can see here, get my camera, my lens, you can see that the camera is pointed up a little bit. It's pointing up into the triangle. So somebody's standing right down there, just behind the tape, and then I'm shooting them through the triangle there and pointed a little bit up at them. If you want to learn more about that lighting style, definitely go join the headshot crew or watch Peter Hurley's videos on it because he does a fantastic job. But that's essentially what this lighting setup looks like when you do it correctly. I've seen people do it where the lights are, way far apart, or they're essentially end to end and it's a huge giant triangle, and you're just not gonna get the correct look if you set them up that way. So if you've got these lights or you're thinking about getting these lights, try out this setup and see if you can get it to work. Let me know. Drop me a comment. Just let me know how your lighting does with them set up like this. And of course, one of the other things I like about these lights is how small they collapse down into. They roll up pretty small and they all fit inside of this Think Tank Production Manager 40, which is on the bottom there, that rolling case. I've flown with them places and they've been a great light to use. So there you have it. Let me know what you think. As always, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and let me know if there's any other videos about these lights or other things in my studio that you'd like to see videos on. Catch you guys next time.